Welcome back, Adrenaline fans. Game 2, Jingle Ring, down here in Calgary. Back together here with my partner, Trevor Bazik, and we get to see the Adrenaline taking on Red Deer today.
Thanks for having me, Tyler. Well, it looks like we got a little lineup change. We've got 6D.
I think it's Diana returning to the lineup.
9-4. Okay, yeah, she's here. And we got Ryan bumping up from defense, going to left wing. She's going to be working with Amy and Emily on the first line, followed up by Marley, Hayden, Cassidy on line 2, and Olivia, Emily Brady, and Michael on line 3.
You're going to take some heat for referring to it as left wing. Just a forward and ringette speak.
Definitely nice to have a big bench. Hopefully the girls can shorten up their shifts and get everybody flowing at their top speeds.
Yeah, and as we approach our start, these two teams actually just faced off against each other last week in a regular season game. It was a close game from what I understand. We weren't there.
Yeah, none of these games should be taken for granted, especially in a tournament of this magnitude.
And we're off and running. Quick shot right off the bat there. Cohen sent it into Emily, and she gets a nice chance right off the get-go. Battle ensues right in front now. There's Ryan up on forward as we talked about, and she grabs that ring and heads behind the net. She fakes a back pass in a good spot there in front. Defense holds firm. She slides one back door. That one doesn't quite connect.
Yeah, she tried that backdoor pass, but nobody was there. Emily comes to the center with a nice shot.
That one ends up on net. The goalie has it, throws it behind the net. Her defense collects that. A nice little spin move away from the check of Amy. And they slide it across the blue line, now through the red. A little back check there by Emily. She picks it up. She fires it all the way down the ice, trying to put it to a good spot for Ryan to get to it, and she does. She tries to cut through. She's checked as she makes the move towards the net.
I think that's the key to this game today is some good back checking between the blue lines.
No time and space for those Red Deer players will be the goal. They try to get it in there. Bounced off a skate. Amy picks it up. She'll try to fire it off the ice, across the ice. It's intercepted. Good chance for Red Deer here. They're in. Shot. Nice pad save by Eliana. Right in front of the net. Oh, McKenna's taken down, and she draws a penalty.
A little unforced error, but Eliana bails out the team. I guess Red Deer is the most highly penalized team in the league. They have been for a couple of years now. Led by number 20 in blue. She has a ridiculous amount of penalty minutes.
Calling them the Broad Street Bullies of the North. All right, power play opportunity here, brought to you by Champions Appliance. And Marley behind the net. She just loses control. Hayden picks it up, pushes it out front. Cassidy trying to jump on that rebound. She can't get it, and loose ring goes to Hayden. Whistle down there. Somebody touched the crease. Will be a goalie ring.
If your refrigerator isn't running, you just give Ryan a call, and he'll run right to it to get it done quickly.
Goalie flips it high out to the boards. Number 20 for Red Deer just sends it. Sky shot right to center ice. McKenna picks it up. She slides a nice, easy pass in there for Hayden. Now Hayden centering pass to Cassidy. She can't get a hold of that. Refs will blow this one down as it was kind of tied up. I didn't see indication of where it was going to go. Offensive free ring given to the Adrenaline. They'll get some fresh troops out there.
Wonder if these girls are gripping their sticks a little tight. First game of the day. Pretty important game.
Yeah, both teams just filling each other out still.
Red Deer won their last game, so they're up 2 points in the standings. We only have one due to that tie.
Olivia has it on her backhand, heading behind the net. She's trailed by Brady. See if they can find a way here. Olivia does a back pass to Brady. She has it, trying to cut in. She's tightly checked. No space for her. Still protecting that ring. 10 seconds down the shot clock. Centering pass. Good chance there for Michael in front.
Getting some nice shots in early. It's good for the girls.
Certainly controlling possession so far, but no grade A scoring chances just yet. There's Diana back in the lineup. She fires it deep in the zone. Who's that with? That's Michael behind the net. Tried to leave it for Brady, but Red Deer contested that, and they have the ring. They'll fire it all the way down the ice. Number 17, Diana. Oh, she falls awkwardly
big.
into the boards. Hate to see that as she's just ran back in the lineup here.
She shakes it off like nothing happened.
Her D partner, Dylan, picks her up, picks up that ring and moves it out. Olivia has it. Olivia puts it into the zone, will head for a change. That clearing pass intercepted by Emily, but it does work its way out of the zone. Cohen will go over and get it. Slides it in nicely for Ryan. Ryan zipping into the zone. Back on her backhand, she falls. Touch the crease there, so if Adrenaline touch it, the whistle will go, but that 5 count just expires, just as Amy gets it. Amy shifts back on her forehand. She pushes low. Shot. That stays out. Ring fired up at the zone as Red Deer still just looking to relieve pressure. Adrenaline keeping that pressure on. Amy bounces one off her skates right to Emily. Emily shoots one right in the goalie's chest. She handles that. Loose ring there now. Red Deer puts it out, and they've got numbers up ice as the defender falls. Red Deer 3-0 here. Amy back checking. Great job of getting back as number 11. Helping out her goalie there.
What a defensive effort. Saves a potential goal. You don't see 3-0s very often in ring, Ed, but
love to see it. Red Deer still with it now, seeing if they can capitalize here. They shoot one. It's partially blocked by Cohen. Eliana has it. Eliana will kick it low over there to Amy. Amy now. Cross ice, trying to get it to Hayden, who's back out for a fresh shift. Red Deer creates a turnover, and they turn it back up ice again. So they're showing a little pushback the last couple shifts here. There's a shot, deflected goal.
Lucky bounce there for Red Deer. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. I think Eliana had the coverage, but it just went off a stick, and can't blame anyone for that.
Yeah, Red Deer gets the first goal of the game. They're up 1-0 with 6:19 to play in the first quarter.
No stranger to falling down early in the game, so they've shown that they can bounce back in a hurry. So hopefully they can show that again today.
Yeah, they're not afraid to play from behind as Trista shoots one low. Brady trying to win it. She knocks it loose. And that's Cassidy with it. Cassidy on her forehand, finds a good spot, shot, scores!
There it is. Fights off the checker, holds the ring out, protects it nicely, beats the defender, and goes short side just under the blocker.
Yeah, our line mate wins a battle in the corner. They get possession, and they make no mistake. Now we've got a tie game, 1-1.
Shots, 5-6, in favor of Red Deer.
That pass into the zone, intercepted nicely by McKenna. Now she slides it up there for Brady. Brady gathers. She slides it in for Marley. Marley trying to cut across the ice. She's got a shot. She shoots. She scores!
Well done. Well done. And nice took it by surprise. It's something we've been asking for from the parents group for a little while, is to change up the shot selection and just shoot from a little further out. And that's exactly what she did. It was a nice low shot, blocker side again. 2-1.
Nice zone transitions there as they put together 3 good passes in a row. Great, nice scoring opportunity. And Adrenaline are up 2-1. Red Deer looking to bounce back. They put it low in the zone there. Diana kicks that back out of the zone. Michael trying to get to it, but it's Red Deer who has it. 4 or 5 players over there contesting for that ring. It ends up in the Red Deer zone. Looks like it's Michael with it. Refs decide to blow it down. Called somebody 2 sides there, I guess.
This period brought to you by Tyler's Feed. If you need any birdseed or birdseed products, Tyler can help you out.
New to the birdseed industry. That shot into the zone and picked up by Dylan. Dylan protecting the ring on her backhand, skating away from a couple checks. Slides that pass across ice. It's intercepted. That pass right in the zone. Red Deer has it. They shift back towards the middle. Good defending by Amy. Diana and Dylan out there as well. That pass across ice into the corner. Diana trying to get to it. She does have a stick. Tries to fire it out. Hits a forward. She picks it up right again. Determined effort here by Diana. Red Deer does have it. Now Amy will pick up the check as Olivia is also working hard in there. Red Deer, though, comes away with it. They push to the middle. There's a shot low. Pat save.
Big
by number
rebound
one.
up front, gobbled up.
Defense in a good spot there. Michael has that pass. She puts it in the zone. It's intercepted. Red Deer will pick it up in their own zone and turn with it. I was way up by her glove there. Didn't realize it wasn't on the end of her stick. Battle along the boards. Players falling, stumbling everywhere. It's Hayden with it. Number 6 trying to find a good spot. She just slides a weak shot towards the goalie. Goalie will fire it high. Red Deer has it high in the zone. They slide it out now. Lena getting back. Hayden back checking as well. We always see a good two-way game out of Hayden, and she's back with that ring.
Good job on the centers for, filling their role as offensive and defensive responsibilities with that back check.
Here's Olivia in the offensive zone. She's pushing down the wing. Ends up behind the net. She's a cross-ice pass there. It's intercepted. Right back to her, though.
We're going to need a shot on
2
goal
seconds. They should have had a shot reclock, I thought, but I guess they didn't think Red Deer had actual possession. Just as we shoot, it's a shot clock violation. They're going to give the ring to Sherwood Park. Not so sure how that worked. We'll take an offensive free ring.
I believe the shot clock would have went off as the shot hit the goalie, so rightfully so. I think we get possession on that one.
I
That's the
see.
only thing I can think of.
I see. That does make sense, partner. Red Deer fires it out of their zone down here in front of the player's box. Cone and Lena falling back on defense as Emily just fires it out of the zone.
Got a quick line change here.
Not too sure what the whistle was for there. We thought we saw some indication of a high stick, but it's going to be an offensive free ring again for the Adrenaline as refs tricking us a little bit. Brady gives it to Emily. Number 13 heading behind the net there, trailed by Brady. Fake back pass. She gets in a good spot. Shoots. Nice blocker save. Cassidy picks up the rebound. She's in. She's trying to force her way to the net. Nothing there. She still has it. Backhand shot goes well over the net. Loose ring. Cassidy gets it back. Can she find some space? She'll leave it with Emily. Emily will shoot high over the net. Red Deer has that rebound. They put it up high in the zone. Picked up by Trista. Trista will put it back in the zone over to D partner McKenna, who's going to jump in on the rush here. McKenna pushing in. Backhand blocker, or glove save, rather.
Nice little short side lift there. Almost over the glove. Oh.
Shifty little move there. Ring through the center ice area. Red Deer has it. Couple of Adrenaline checking, making their life difficult. Turnover created. Ring still bouncing around.
Some good battling here.
And it's Brady.
Blue lines.
Brady comes away with it. She's just waiting for some support. Gives it to Marley. She hits the brakes, comes back on her forehand. There's a shot. Another nice shot there from Marley. She's already got one today. Ring loose in the middle. Red Deer has it. They'll pass it out. Right to that blue line area. McKenna just trying to dig her way to freedom there. Refs will blow it down and give Red Deer a free ring.
Well, I think this game's going to be won or lost between the blue lines. There's some pretty good battles going on here, leading to some nice breaks.
Those zone transitions and ring ed are so crucial.
I'd really like to see the girls start working that ring around the net and maybe practice some new plays and some refreshing on some old plays.
Amy just nudges that one out to Michael, but pass doesn't quite connect, and a battle in front of the player's box. Ring into the center ice area, picked up by Amy now. She's got Michael ahead of her, gives it to her. Michael down the wing, trying to find a way to the net. She's in, backhand shot just over the net. And the refs blow one down. Sherwood Park's going to get a offensive free ring opportunity here. And both teams just kind of settling in here right now, it feels like.
Lots of time left. We got a minute in the first quarter.
Here's Olivia on her forehand through the middle of the ice. Defended well by Red Deer. Nothing opens up for her. They push her right into the corner. She's around and around again. Does a drop pass there for Amy. Amy goes back the other way, trying to come through front. Here she is in a good spot. Backhand shot's blocked. Rebound. Here's Amy with the shot. Shoots. Nice save.
That was a good point-blank save by the goalie there.
Just closed up that arm. Looked like Amy could slide it underneath that right arm of the goalie. Ring scooted out to center. Diana's going to go get to it right at the blue line. She'll have to be careful not to go across. She's knocked down. No call. Fourth coming. Michael has it in offensive zone. She's through the middle. Michael heads up. She'll leave it for Olivia. Olivia's going to turn on her forehand, try to get a shot away. Nothing there. She'll pull back. And fake back pass there. Centers one. Red Deer has it. And the horn goes for our first quarter with the Adrenaline having a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, shots are pretty good, 13-6 on the board, but we have way more than that in shot attempts. A lot of them firing high, but it's a good sign.
I think this is the third matchup for these two teams this year. First one, I think the Adrenaline handled fairly well with a 9-2 victory, but then a 4-3 tight affair just last week as the teams met again.
Yeah, Red Deer's staying out of the box today, which is a little new, so maybe they're trying to discover their 5-on-5 game.
Probably a pretty crucial thing for them.
Tyler, what would you like to see more of in the second quarter here?
I mean, they're doing a lot of things right out there. I think, good checking, good defensive work. They haven't given up a lot of great opportunities. With that offensive zone time, I still would like to see just a little more ring movement out there.
Yeah, I agree. I'm still looking for that one play that worked so well against Beaumont where that center comes out to the blue line and disappears, and then they rediscover her all alone in the middle. That was a pretty successful play.
Yeah, that would be great to see them try a few things.
Well, we got some pretty glossy ice on this end, so there'll be a lot of fresh ice almost to work with for the second quarter as they switch ends. That's a good sign. It means you're doing something right in the first.
Yeah, shots 13-6, so not too big of a spread, but I think if we looked at offensive zone time, there'd be a fairly wide spread.
I think the strategy for Ringette here for most teams is just to cycle that ring and bust up that defense. I guess the traditional defensive strategy in Ringette is that you're not supposed to chase, and if you do, expose them for chasing, and that center's kind of responsibility is to take that middle. So if you can just, cycle that ring around and bust them up and then attack is pretty much the overall strategy in Ringette.
We're ready for the second quarter here. Red Deer is going to start with it. They try to slide one over there. Ryan trying to interfere. That ring does enter the Sherwood Park zone. Red Deer fighting through a couple checks as they now go down the middle on their backhand, on their forehand. They try a shot. It's blocked. Good defense. Ring's laying there loose, however. Refs are going to blow it down and give a goalie ring. Nice pass there as Eliana distributes to Hayden. She puts it up for Emily. Emily waiting for some help. She just a little drag pass to Hayden, who picks it up. She's got a bit of space in the middle. There's a shot blocked. Went off a skate, I should say, and the goalie does the rest. Has it. Not seeing anything, and refs will have to blow it down. Good coverage by the Adrenaline, and they force a free ring.
Yeah, we're really good at that coverage. The goalie's got 5 seconds to get rid of that ring, and if there's nobody readily available, she has to hold on to it, change possession. Done a good job this year of covering up.
Marley's going to start with it. She'll put it into the corner for Brady. Picks up off the boards, beats the defender. She heads behind the net. What can she find as she comes with speed? A little pick there by Cassidy and a shot. Don't mind that play, actually, setting up a sneaky little pick there. Cassidy has the rebound. It's all upper stick, though. Stick gets tossed around. Goalie ring's called. Number 1 has it once again. She puts it behind for the defense, the center, I suppose. And number 20's up. Now looking for a pass. They have it. Red Deer enters that zone. Little give and go play. Number 20's in the zone on her backhand. That shot Eliana handles. She'll put it high up against the boards there. But no Adrenaline are there for it, and Red Deer has it. Number 8 there with a shot. Nice save again. Eliana slides across. Red Deer with a good looking shift here. They get another shot. Oh, this back against the grain shot goes in. Red Deer ties it.
Yeah, Red Deer coming out with a little bit of pressure there. They took the middle and they walked over a little far right, and Eliana kind of left early, leaving that whole side exposed and caught her flat-footed. But
Yeah, it looks like she just lost her net a tiny bit there, and Red Deer made no mistake.
But it's definitely not something that she usually does, so I don't expect to see that again. The whole team goes to the bench to celebrate.
Diana starts with it. She kicks it out there for Dylan. Dylan into Amy. Amy down. She'll shoot. Just about snuck over that goalie's shoulder, but saved. Red Deer fired out of the zone.
There's one thing we know about these girls. They usually have good responses to the other team's goals, so we're just waiting for that.
Olivia trying to get in there too, but Red Deer has it. Ring exits the zone as Michael's trying to get a check. Red Deer looking to enter the zone. They have it. Dylan, though, intercepts that, and now Diana looking for an exit pass. She puts it in the middle of the ice, but it's going to be Red Deer 2 at first. They beat Michael, and they have a nice centering pass here. Good chance. Shot along the ice, saved by
A little
Eliana.
lapse in coverage there, but the defense recognized it pretty early and took that breakaway right away.
Close that up pretty quick. Refs blow down that ring, and Red Deer will get an offensive free ring opportunity.
I don't know what was said on the Red Deer bench, but they're coming out a little bit stronger here. So if we can just kind of react to that, maybe spread it out a little bit and get some good breakout passes.
Yeah, weather the storm with some good D and then push back when they can here. Red Deer surveying slowly, looking. Little drop pass along the corner. Now they try to come out front. Pad save by Eliana. Ring still sliding around there. Cohen picks it up. Cohen on her backhand, comes back through the middle. Good job of creating time and space. Slides it up nicely for Hayden. Hayden's got Ryan ahead of her. She goes to Cohen instead. Didn't see Ryan. Cohen back to her backhand, right in front. Shoots. Oh, just misses. That just slides past the left post. Now Red Deer will come back out of the zone. They make a pass. Ryan with a nice back check. She creates a turnover. She goes over to Hayden. Hayden, they got a 3-on-1 here right now. Cross ice pass to Emily. She just shoots from a bad angle off the goalie's helmet. And Red Deer slowly looking for something. 2 adrenaline players over there trying to create a turnover. That zone entry pass hits Ryan, but bounces right back to the Red Deer player, and now they're in. Backhand shot, saved by Eliana. She gets her stand-up save there. And now the ring rolling around. Who's got it? Kicked away. Hayden battling over there. She'll fall back into the triangle now. Red Deer through the middle. They try that shot. Eliana gets a glove on that. Now I think that was McKenna down there with it. She puts it up for Emily. Emily trying to find someone. Nothing there yet. She's got to wait. Now she'll give it to McKenna. She enters the zone. McKenna through the middle of the ice. On her backhand. Checked. She falls. Now Brady gets knocked down as well. Penalty upcoming to Red Deer. Brady able to get to her feet with the ring. Can she find a way to the net?
Oh, I think we might have another call.
She might have drawn back-to-back penalties. There's a shot for Emily right along the line.
That could possibly be a hook or a spear.
It is. We see 2 calls coming up here as Brady draws a couple. Goes through the gauntlet, and they'll have a 2-minute, 2-player advantage.
That's what hard work does. You don't give up until that whistle, and she drew the extra penalty, so we're going to have a long 5-on-3. Hopefully we can set up a play here and get some nice shots. I'd really like to see these girls with those lead passes coming into the zone.
We've got 3 Red Deer players over at the boards.
I don't know if they know who's going in.
Be a little bit of time to sort this out. Oh my goodness.
3 penalties? Did Brady draw 2 penalties at once with that hard work? I guess it doesn't make much of a difference. You can only go 5-on-3 for 2 minutes, so I figure Red Deer's not allowed just to have two people on the ice, so they're going to have to put a third on, I believe.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And then that third penalty won't start until the other ones expire. These situations don't happen a lot, so as expected, it'll be a little time sorting this out with players, coaches, and refs.
Well, I'm sure Red Deer's done it before. We just haven't seen it. I guess you can only keep the horse in the stable for so long. Red Deer's breaking free here with their traditional style of play.
Okay, looks like they've got the right personnel out there right now.
So you said, Tyler, with penalties, if there's 3 at once like that, the third one starts after the 2 minutes?
Exactly. Not until the other 2 expire will that third penalty start. Cassidy trying to get away from that check. Immediate turnover there. Not a great start to this power play. Marley battling back. She's got it in the middle of the ice. Can they just settle it down here? Battling instead, and Red Deer has it. They do a good job of starting this penalty kill. They'll fire it up. Diana kicks it back in the zone. Sometimes what happens with power plays is you overthink it a little bit, and they get called for 2 sides. There's Diana touched at both sides. Not.
So Red Deer still is allowed to have 3 in, except for in the offensive zone, except for it's pretty risky with no defense.
I see. They'll fire it low in the zone there, and they get to it first. Red Deer doing a great job here so far.
Yeah, we got to get to that, Tyler. We got to get to that ring, especially with that penalty.
Dangerous looking shot over the net there. Dylan does a good job of getting it, and now Sherwood Park call for in the crease. Not going their way just yet. Brady's going to head for a change.
Minute 16 left on those 2 minors here. We need to get some possession time and work that ring around and get a good shot.
Amy picks it up in front of the crease. There's Aliana had the save.
We should have 2 girls breaking into the zone here.
Now Amy has it. Now she'll give it to Cassidy. Cassidy's up, trying to set something up here. She'll head behind the net. Right in front of the net. Maybe not the chance they quite wanted there as Cassidy tried something. Goalie throws it high over there. Count. Now Cassidy has it. They got 3-on-1 in the zone here as Red Deer went for a change. Quite a chance. Backhand shot just over the net for Cassidy.
Girls need to settle it down here and get some secure passing in place. Take advantage of this two-person down.
Here's Red Deer in with a good chance. Shot. Blocker saved by Aliana. Now they still have it. They turn. Red Deer player falls. See if Sherwood Park can take advantage. That pass in behind Michael. She has to go back and collect it. Now she puts it in for Olivia. Here's Olivia in. She's through the middle of the ice. Red Deer defenders do a good job of blocking that. Centering pass for Amy. Olivia on her backhand. She tries a centering pass that's blocked and sent out by Red Deer again. Lena picks it up. She'll back it in, pass it back in for Amy. Now Amy through the middle. She's got a bit of space. She is on her forehand. Gets through the goalie but doesn't go in the net. Red Deer touched the crease, not the adrenaline. Here's Olivia with it. First 2 penalties are over.
Coach is calling for the goalie to hold it here.
They want to get a line change.
I'm definitely not loving what I'm seeing on this power play. The girls are kind of shot happy when in this kind of advantage. You need to work that ring around and get some open shots. You got the time, you got the space. You got to take advantage of it. Gripping the stick a little tight. Sometimes you just take a minute to look around and see what you're dealing with.
One of those things they'll look to improve as the season continues. 2-2 game here. Now just a 1-player advantage for the adrenaline, so we'll be back to 3-on-3 on the ringette zone. Aiden will just put it over here for Emily. Emily zipping behind the net. Ryan here back door, that shot saved. Red Deer has it at the blue line. They just put it back out of the zone. Now they fire it deep into the adrenaline zone. McKenna back for it. McKenna hits a break, shifts back the other way, creates some space for herself now through the middle. She puts it up for Emily. She calls for it, or Ryan calling for it rather. Ryan's in. She gets around a defender on the forehand shot. Nice save. Goalie gets a blocker on that.
Came in with a lot of speed there.
Great looking chance for Ryan. Here she is again. Little pass there for Emily. She has to go back and get it. She'll put a backhand off the netting, and the whistle goes.
Kind of a different look to this second quarter.
Red Deer quickly kick it out there as the whistle goes and play back underway. They have it center ice area. Number 18 for Red Deer slides a pass in. Almost picked off by Ryan. Now she has it. She'll put it up in the middle of the ice. Emily will go to it. She's got Ryan up behind her. Puts it in for her. Ryan once again trying to find her way in. 3 defenders. There's a shot off the post.
Had a wide
Ryan
open net
hits
there,
the
just couldn't
post.
beat the post.
Red Deer feeling that pressure again. They'll just fire it all the way down the ice. Number 10, Trista, back there for it. Trista in behind her own net. She's got a checker on her, though. Ring loose. Red Deer has it in the corner now. They beat a player. They're in front. Here's a good chance for Red Deer. Shot goes in. 3-2. Red Deer leads.
Well, we kind of seen it coming there in the last couple of minutes. Red Deer held off the penalty kill, built some momentum, and they managed to squeak a goal up to go up 3-2. I don't think the girls will be fazed by that. I think they're going to realize what they got to do. They had 2 minutes and 29 seconds to even it up before the half.
Yeah, momentum training as Red Deer kills off those penalties. Shot down deep in the zone, but Cassidy didn't see it, or that pass. Red Deer around their own net. A few white sweaters checking them. It's off a skate. I don't think Cassidy could touch it as she hit it on the other side. And she does, and the whistle goes.
I think in a lot of sports, when you get a good penalty kill for either team, it really builds momentum for your team and gives you some life. I think that's what we're seeing here.
I would agree. Shot low in the zone. Red Deer trying to get control of it. It rings loose. Now they have it. There's Diana with it right in front. She's trying to spin away from checks there, but everything's all tied up. Refs will blow it down and give Red Deer a free ring.
Pretty decent shots here we have today. 15 for Red Deer, 19 for the Adrenaline.
Overall, probably Red Deer's quarter here, the second quarter. They've done a good job. Ring loose along the boards. Dylan goes over it. She's checked. Now here's Cassie through the middle of the ice. She tries to pass. It hits a skate. Now she has it again. Trying to dig for it and win it, but she loses it. So scrambly there in the middle of the ice, and Red Deer comes away with it. They'll put it back into the Royal zone. Brady back, trying to get over for it, but Red Deer has it. Middle of the ice, shot, scores. Oh, no, sorry, not a goal. The Red Deer was doing the ref was doing the 5 count, and I thought they were pointing in the net. Aliana had that save, but the whistle goes, and Red Deer does get a free ring.
We got a big line change here, wholesale line change, minute 24 left. I think Sherwood Park just needs to get out of this one. Reset at the break.
Here's Red Deer. They get another shot, goes off the skate and almost bounces in. Cohen picks it up behind her own net. She's got good speed out of the zone. Slides it up for Michael. Cohen up on the rush. Put back in for her. She's in behind her defenders. Can she find her way to the net? Backhand. Oh, what a save. This goalie moving well.
Brawling save. She had the goalie beat with a deke, and goalie just got a blocker on it. But I like that play. It was a nice aggressive breakout.
Nice little give and go as Cohen is on her horse.
On their heels at center ice.
A male goalie between the pipes for Red Deer.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that in ringette, your team can have male goalies or players. It has to be 80% female, though, by the law.
Here's Olivia with it, number 7 on her backhand, trying to get her a forehand shot. Save there by the Red Deer Tendy. Nothing there. Whistle's going to go, and the Adrenaline force a turnover. They'll get a free ring.
There's definitely some differences when you get a hockey goalie and a ringette goalie. They played 2 different styles, and if you can identify the differences in each, it makes it pretty advantageous for the shooting team.
Olivia has it again. She's on her backhand. Trailed there tightly by Amy. Red Deer reading that drop pass, but Amy does pick it up. Here she is across the front. Shot, blocker save. Just couldn't quite elevate. There's a rebound. That's flipped through the crease over to the other side of the net. Olivia looking for a turnover. Amy following up. Rings loose, and Amy will get to it. Here she is. Deeks. Nothing there. Now she tries to put it off the goalie from a bad angle. Red Deer goalie kicks it at the back. Amy's there again. But the horn goes for the first half, and the Adrenaline are down 3-2 after 2 quarters.
Yeah, at halftime here, we're going to have a little bit of a 3-minute break to kind of regroup and get some advice from the coaches as to maybe some changes. But I think if the girls can just circle back to their game plan from the first quarter, they're going to be okay. And they've given us no reason to think that that's not what's going to happen.
Lots of action there in that first half. Hope you enjoyed it.
Any adjustments that you'd like to see from the team here in the third quarter?
I mean, nothing drastic, I don't think. As we talked about, there's a lot of good things happening out there. They just got to stick with their game, and as we mentioned before, maybe look for a little ring movement in the offensive zone to create some opportunities. This goalie does look to be another strong goalie. 2 games in a row, they've came up against a strong tender.
Yeah, movement is key. If we can just cycle that ring out, maybe slow it down a little bit, not look for that shot right away, try something, work it around, and opportunities will come out. Got to get that player to start chasing you and expose an open side of the ice and get some more shots.
Maybe we'll take a quick timeout here. We'll be right back with you. And we're back. Coaches have shared their piece with the players. See what adjustments the Adrenaline can make to tie this one up and hopefully find a victory.
Yeah, I think the coaches just got to say, look, you got new game starting at half. Just play it like it's 0-0 and see what happens.
Long ways to go here. Lots of ring yet to be played. Player falls over there, and Red Deer's going to get penalized again.
There we go. Take advantage of this power play opportunity early in the third quarter.
Maybe a bit of a soft call over there, but Adrenaline will take it.
Their second leading scorer for the Red Deer team, is going to sit for 2 minutes to think about what she's done.
Hopefully less than 2 minutes if the Adrenaline can convert. Hayden will just put it over there for Emily. Emily behind the net. She'll come around past a couple of defenders. Their centers do a good job of pushing out really high. Here she has milled ice. She'll shoot. Pad save.
I'm noticing a lot of these shots are right on target. They're
goalie able.
Center of the net. It's instinct to shoot.
Here's Ryan with it on her backhand. She has a nice back pass, but can't quite connect there. Emily will pick it up off the boards. She's checked to stick right and up in her. Player tried to drop it, but too late. Red Deer is going to get another one. Coaches are upset with that. Ring's loose. Red Deer puts her hand on it. I almost wonder if
that could be a penalty too for covering up that ring with your hand. That should be a delay of game penalty. You can't do that in ringette. You can't have a closed hand on the ring.
Now she's laying there. Looks like she might be a little banged up there, that player, as she reached out for the ring.
Probably threw her shoulder out reaching so far for that ring.
She may have.
Well, we're going to have a little bit of a break here. The player's going to get assessed by the coaches.
All right, injured player comes off, and the Adrenaline with their second two-player advantage power play here. It's
They
a little
got
bit
it.
early to say this, but this feels like a big moment in this game here.
This definitely could be a turning point either way. They tie it up or they manage to get this killed on them. I think it's going to have big effects.
They move that ring back and forth pretty nicely. Emily gets a shot, but the goalie managed to get over there. Now the ring's loose.
That was a good opportunity.
Red Deer has the rebound. They're just delaying, wasting time. They try to shoot it out. Nice turnover created by Ryan there. She's with Hayden, slides it over to her. Hayden didn't see it though. Now the ring's loose. Who's going to get it? Still loose. There's Emily. She shoots. That might have hit the crossbar. Maybe it just went over the net. Tough to tell from this angle. Red Deer has it now. They're looking to exit the zone. They put it up there. It goes across both blue lines right to Trista. She does a fake pass one way. Puts it just over the blue line there as it almost got knocked down. McKenna does a good job of spinning away from pressure. Now she puts it in there for Emily. Number 13 to the middle of the ice. She shoots. Goalie gets a piece of that. It goes wide. Centering pass there up top for Ryan. Ryan low to Hayden. She can't quite connect that clean.
Well, they're working it around. I like to see that.
Yeah, good back and forth passes there, but now it's intercepted by Red Deer. Good job by Adrenaline. Oh, player knocked down. Another call coming up.
All right, we're going to extend that by another 40 seconds for a 5-on-3.
Yeah, Red Deer's headed back to the box again.
Red Deer injured player walked off the ice to get assessed in the locker room with an upper body injury. It was number 20, their leading penalty minutes. Looks to me maybe a wrist or a shoulder, but we're unsure if she's going to return to action.
Fresh line out there is Marley will give it over to Brady. She's just going to come back on her forehand here, looking to set up something. Tries a flat pass. It's intercepted. Sent up high in the zone. It comes out. Sent back in by Diana, but didn't connect. It's into the corner. Red Deer is going to get to it first. They'll head behind the net. Now they hit the brakes. Juking and jiving away from the check. Now they'll fire it all the way down the ice. Both lines. Dylan will be first to it. Red Deer player trying to get a check as Dylan will head behind her own net.
Girls are going to have to dig deep here and get some good scoring chances with this power play. Looks like one of them is going to expire here in 2 seconds. Now we have 5-on-4 for a minute 17.
And Red Deer has that ring still. They fire it back out the middle. Diana falls. No call this time as that ring's right on the line. Dylan picks it up. Now they've got numbers up ice, but an injured player down, the whistle goes. It's Marley there on the blue line. Or maybe it's Dylan? Oh, Diana. Sorry. Diana.
Well, the play's getting hard and physical. It's a big game in the round robin of the Jingle Ring tournament. This is an important game. This could tell the difference between going further into the medal rounds. Both teams want it equally as bad. Hopefully the refs can get this under control. No penalty called on the play, though.
Now tight checking a fair out there. Both teams want it.
Kind of looks like she might have hit her head on the way down.
Good to see Diana up. Coaches will help her over to the bench. We've got 7:48 to play in the third quarter. Adrenaline still down 3-2. They were up 2-1 in this one at one point. Red Deer 2 straight goals to take the lead.
I hope they can take advantage of this power play with a minute left in the power play. They're going to need to cycle that ring, get some good shots here. Their goalie's doing a pretty outstanding job of weathering the storm so far, but I think it's just a matter of time. shots are 26-16 for the Adrenaline.
Lena has it. She puts it off the boards. Nicely job of Amy taking it off her skate. Here she is. Right in, taken down, slides a shot. Goalie saves it. Rebound put wide. Into the corner. Red Deer will be first to it. They pick it up. Whistle goes now. I think somebody probably touched the crease for Red Deer, and the Adrenaline are going to get a free ring.
Lots of time left in this third quarter, 7:33.
Amy over to Olivia. Olivia comes around. She does a drop pass. Now Amy has it. She couldn't go straight to the net there. Bad angle. Michael puts it towards the net. It goes all the way through the crease to the far side, and Olivia has it. Seeing if she can set something up here. Nothing yet. Puts it low to Michael. She picks it up behind the net, tries to put it towards the net as that shot clock's going to wind down. Refs blow it down, call a goalie ring. Goalie has it. They bounce up, throw it out into play. Red Deer picks it up. They head behind their own net. Ring bounced off up the boards. Picked up by Michael. She'll put it in for Olivia. Olivia now pushing down the wing through the middle of the ice. Backhand shot goes wide. Amy picks it up in the corner. Amy now, she'll shift to her forehand, trying to break through. She's checked, shot, save.
This goalie really likes that butterfly position. He's covering it really well down low. If the girls could just elevate this ring into one of the corners.
They get in pretty tight there. Not easy to elevate that ring when they're in so close.
Kind of a weird pace to this third quarter. There's been not as much consistent action as we've seen so far this game.
Lots of whistles.
Whistles, kind of killing momentum.
Looks like the Adrenaline are going to head to the box here as Michael's whistled. She gets a holding penalty.
Is this the first penalty of the tournament for the Adrenaline? I'm not sure if we had one last game.
I can't say that I recall one. Might just be.
So we're just set up with the penalty kill here. We got Emily as the lone forward.
Red Deer out to the side now. They got a good spot here. They shoot. Goes in.
Just squeezed it through. Red Deer's leading scorer.
Just finds a little space for a shot there. Head up the whole way.
Stick, or was that clean? I couldn't see.
Yeah, it was definitely contested a little bit. Not totally sure. And it's a 4-2 game now.
All right, Red Deer celebrating. It's gut check time for the Adrenaline. Lots of time left, but they need to come out of this period with some momentum.
Nice to see them at least have it one closer here before. And here's Ryan right in on net. She's a backhand shot, goes wide. She picks up her own rebound through the middle of the ice now. Nothing there yet for her. Centering pass off the goalie. Marley down there battling. Or no, sorry, that's Hayden. She puts it high through everybody. Goalie ring called. Goalie has that ring, ready to put it back into play. Goalie looking, just ahead of that. 5 count. Hayden, though, jumps on the free ring. She's pushing in. Here's Hayden. She shoots. Hits the skate, goes wide.
I like that shot take. It was a sneaky little low shot. Just about caught the goalie off guard.
Ryan was through the middle of the ice. She's checked, has to go back for the ring. Now loses it again. Hayden and Emily out there with her as well. Can't quite win that battle, and it's out to the middle of the ice. Trista wins it. Oh, no, now loses it. Hayden following up, but it's Red Deer that comes away with it. They put it in the zone. Same player picked it up to pass it in, but refs thought that it wasn't two sides. There's a shot that goes wide. Now here's Red Deer through the middle of the ice. They push in on their backhand, right in front. Oh, scores.
Oh, we gotta tie up that stick. That was number 15 again. Red Deer's leading scorer of the league with another one. He had lots of time in front, just wasn't challenged enough. Got to take away that stick so she can't get that shot off. But it's a pretty strong girl. Managed to fight through some checks. Yeah,
just muscled it right to the front of the net there, and tough for the goalie when she has so much time with the ring. Dylan will put it in the zone. Marley has it. Marley down the Down the wing on her backhand. Ends up behind the net. Leaves the ring there for Brady. Brady around the front. Cross ice pass to Marley on her backhand though. Marley under pressure. Rings loose. And the goalie, ring called, the goalie has it. Plays blown in. Red Deer exits the zone and they have it. 5-2 lead now for Red Deer. So they're pulling away in this one. Dylan behind her net. Lots of speed. Puts it through the middle of the ice. Picked up there by Cassidy. She puts it in the middle, but it's Red Deer who had the first shot at it. Now Marley slides a slow one to the net. Goalie will just swat it away. Dylan following up. She'll jump in on the rush. Can't get straight to the net, though. She's behind the net. Now through the middle of the ice. It's a good spot, but goalie in a good position makes a save. Ring sent high to the Red Deer forward. They pass it up. That connects. They'll just slide in the zone there, hoping their player can get to it first. They do. Number 8 trying to beat a check. Thought they saw something there, but Eliana blockers it away. Now Amy has it middle of the ice. She puts it up for Olivia. Olivia's got Cassie ahead of her. Goes into Amy instead. Amy, lots of speed. There's a shot. That stays out.
Shot by Amy, just almost in the top corner.
Don't know if that hit post or goalie, but rings loose there is McKenna, but the Adrenaline going to get called for a tripping penalty. And they'll head back to the box.
Back to the box here. Is that Olivia?
Number 7, Olivia, heading over there.
All right, it's time for these girls to kill off this penalty, give themselves enough time to get one goal before the last quarter. I think this next goal is going to be very important for either team.
Red Deer will have it. They go cross ice pass. Exit the zone briefly, but they collect and they're right back in. Number 9 will shoot. Moved over there. Trista's on it. She skates away from the forward. She's in some trouble over there. Does manage to get it up to Amy. Amy through the middle to Michael. Hits her skate. Now she has it. She beats a player. Backhand shot. Save. Ring out to McKenna. She's waiting to see how things look. She'll just slide one across the ice. Goalie gets a pat on it. Red Deer trying to get away, but a couple of Adrenaline there checking. Amy gets knocked down. Penalty coming up to Red Deer. No whistle yet as Michael went in there and got it. Michael circling. These are for Amy. Nice exchange there. Shoots. Just misses. That goes wide.
Still got possession.
Now Michael.
Red Deer touches it. We're going to get a whistle.
There it is as the ring moves into the goalie. Red Deer will head to the box.
Even it up for about a minute.
Play a little 4-on-4.
And we'll get the power play going on here. It's a great opportunity for the girls to build a little bit of momentum moving into the fourth. Shots are 33-19. We're getting the shots on goal. We're just not being able to beat this keeper. He's doing very well today.
Hayden goes across there for Cohen. Off her skate, though. Red Deer picks it up. Battling there. Red Deer has it, but turnover now for Hayden. She almost scooted in behind everybody. Red Deer recovers, though. Now ring loose. Can Cohen get it? She has it. Trying to go to her backhand. This goalie, again, in a good spot.
Just couldn't tuck it in under the armpit.
Play back in as the goalie throws it out. A couple of Adrenaline there trying to get that ring. Looks like it's Hayden with it. She turns and just sees a bunch of blue sweaters, though. Red Deer has it and just exits. Lena back there, right in her own blue line. Has to be careful not to cross, and she does. Whistle goes, and be a free ring coming up for Red Deer. We've got 1:28 to play in the third quarter. 5-2 Red Deer with a sizable lead right now. A pass broken up by Hayden, but Red Deer in there with it again. Ring scoots out to Emily. She puts it up to McKenna. McKenna cross ice to Hayden. She's got a bit of space, one-on-one. Shot, blocker save.
No shortage of opportunities here.
Goalie playing well. Goalie playing very well. Red Deer has it through the middle of the ice there. They've got a player in behind, but good back pressure. Avoided that opportunity, even though Dylan ended up taking it across the blue line. At least they didn't have a breakaway.
Looks like we're going to finish this half with 10 minutes of 5-on-5, but they got 48 seconds to take advantage of the power play. For a little bit of a line change.
Red Deer, number 16, is going to just try to push out there. A little give and go pass. There they have. They have it right in front. Dangerous spot. Shoots, scores.
Another defensive breakdown, letting the girl all alone in front here. And beats Eliana just under the blocker. A little frustration setting in here for the girls.
Red Deer just a little bit bigger, a little bit more size to push their way into the triangle. Some big kids.
I think it's one of those weird games where the defense doesn't get a lot of action, but when they do, it's high opportunity chances.
Cohen puts it in for Brady. Red Deer, though, defending well. Cross ice pass. There's a shot, save. There's some ring movement. Behind the net there. Whistle blow down as somebody skidded through the crease. Red Deer goalie about to start things out here. They just kick it out wide. Brady creates a turnover, though. Tries to push out front. Centering pass for Olivia. She couldn't get the shot away. Ring right in front of the Adrenaline players box. Something being called here. The refs saw something they didn't like. Interference now called. And Cohen Baslik will be heading to the box.
Well, she got to get on the game sheet somehow. She's no stranger to the penalty box. All right, we're going to even it up here for 2 seconds, and then Red Deer's going to have the power play moving into the fourth. 10 seconds left.
Red Deer looking, trying to see if they can find that spot right in the middle of the ice again. There's a shot saved by Eliana. Horn goes for the third quarter. 6-2 lead, and one of the considerations here is the goal differential. That tie game yesterday, a 4-goal loss will not help their chances of getting to a gold medal game on Sunday.
You never want in these tournaments, you never want to be relying on other teams to place you, but if we can't find a way to score 4 goals here, that might be the case. It is ringette, and I've definitely seen big periods before. So 4 goals maybe isn't that bad, but we definitely need to have a strong start. I think we just have to kind of reset and work that ring around, capitalize on some better opportunities, some good play shots. Definitely not going to write this game off just yet, but they need to show some fight here in the first 2 minutes of the quarter.
Yeah, we certainly want to see these girls play a full game. Not give up on this one just yet. Look for some positives in this fourth quarter and see what happens.
No shortage of shots today. We had 50 shots on goal yesterday, 36 today going into the fourth quarter, so the chances are there. Scully's standing on his head, covering that low really well. Probably double that in shot opportunities, lots of missed nets, but one thing we know about these girls is you're not going to give up, so we're going to see I'd be surprised if we didn't see a really strong fourth quarter come out by the girls.
Trying to determine if this is the same goalie that Red Deer's had all season. Just looking at their roster, it's a little difficult to say.
Yeah, usually we have some live stats, but Ring at Alberta is not up to date.
Don't see a number 1 on the Black Gold League roster. Here's Red Deer right in on Eliana. What a save. Stones that Red Deer forward coming in. Red Deer still with it. They turn backdoor pass. Ends up behind the net. They try to put one in from the side. Eliana will handle that. She just kicks out to the side there for Amy. Amy now comes around a defender. Slide it up for Dylan. Dylan with a couple checkers on her, but she's got a player in. Goes over to Amy. Just will pay off. Here's Amy in a good spot. Shoots another blocker save. That goalie's blocker's been doing the job today. Dylan has it. She found a good spot to shoot. Nothing there. Now there's a nice back pass, but just doesn't quite get to Marley.
I like that look. Just a missed pass, but it's
You could
working
see
that
the-
ring around to the second. She knew what she wanted, but it just quite wasn't there. But if we can just keep that up.
The defenders were following her over. Here they are. Red Deer down. Amy with a good back check and Trista in a good spot.
Sometimes when a team's got a good lead like this, they take it easy and they lay off the gas, and the other team can take advantage. Looks like we got a penalty here from Red Deer.
Yeah, Amy was hooked down in the corner there and draws one. Power play for the Adrenaline.
43 seconds of 4-on-4, and then Adrenaline will be off to the power play. Tyler, I'd really like to see them start shooting the ring off of this free ring once in a while, just to kind of change it up. We have some big shooters on the team, and they can use the whole half of that circle to get a better angle. Brady took a look. I thought she was going to.
Decided not to. Instead, comes over to Emily. Emily behind the net now. She's going to shoot it. Goalie saves it there. Puts it high. And we're 4-on-4 here, I guess, still. Ring low as Lena jumps on it. She's battling over there, giving a good effort there, but Red Deer comes away with it. Now they'll put it into the zone, picked up there by McKenna. She's trying to look for someone. Has Brady. Brady, though, checked several times. Turnover. Red Deer has it. They put that ring just over the blue line there. No Adrenaline in sight, so they could take their time. Now Red Deer with a bit of space. Number 15 in. Lena pushing wide. Here they are trying to muscle their way in front. Checked. This time that number 15. Now she has it again.
Defense strong on their sticks, though, this time right in
McKenna
front.
battling. There's a chance. Shoulder save by Eliana. She makes herself big in the net.
This is where we need
Lena
a good
picks it
breakout.
up.
We need that streak.
There's a chance. Ryan's deep. Cassidy sees her, sends her in. Just can't pick up the pass clean. She'll head back trying to find some space. Here she is. There's a shot over the net. Picks up her own rebound. Determined looking number 8 here. Now she's on her backhand. Back pass off
I
Cassidy's
like
skate.
that pass.
I think it might have been intended for Hayden. That shot by Cassidy goes into the corner.
I think we have a shot clock error here. They reset it maybe, and the refs caught it. Shouldn't have been reset, so they're going to give the goalie the ring.
Goalie will pick it up. Pass her to V, but Ryan over there harassing her and creates a turnover. Cassidy trying to push back to the middle, loses the ring. Her and Trista get their wires crossed. Back pass now here to Ryan. There's a shot. Glove save. Another good chance there. This goalie once again holding the fort. Cassidy trying to find her way in. She's right in front. Back pass to Ryan. Oh, just can't pick it up. Goalie's down. Ryan couldn't see it or couldn't get to the shot. Check there as she tries to drive the middle again.
Oh, she's definitely going to want that one back.
One of those ones easy to see from the stands here. Harder for her to see on the ice. Now Hayden puts it in. Cassidy can't pick that up. A couple of Adrenaline players in there. Hayden creates a turnover. She picks up the ring. Pass over to Ryan, but it's behind her. And Red Deer will turn it up ice. Middle of the ice, ring bouncing around. Adrenaline are on it. Trista picks it up. Red Deer slides it in the zone, though. They have it now. They're right in, and there's a shot. Save, Aliana. Big save there from number 1. Whistle goes, though. Someone must touch the crease, and we'll get a free ring for Red Deer.
Kind of feel like we're a little snake bitten here, 2.5 quarters. Getting a little frustrated. Shots aren't going. Passes aren't connecting.
39-24 the shots for the Adrenaline, but
Definitely not giving up, though. Everybody's working hard.
sometimes
to see in a 6-2 game this late.
Red Deer has it down in the corner. Centering pass. There's a shot over the net. Number 12 from Red Deer. They pick it up in the corner. McKenna's over there digging at it. There's a shot. It's deflected wide. Red Deer, though, first 2 in the corner, but a good check there by Cohen. Cohen beats a couple players coming out of the ice. She's got a few Red Deer checkers still on her, though. Strong on the ring. Gets it up for Amy. How can Amy get it up to Michael? Michael's in behind. Trying to find her way to the net. Here she is. Shoot, save.
Right on center again.
Goalie tracking that ring well. Turnover again on the blue line. Amy draws the penalty. Red Deer in there still checking her. Amy right in front. falls again, slides one towards the net. Goalie saves it.
Oh, no give up on Amy on that play. Draws the penalty, gets taken down, and still manages to get the shot off. She's working hard out there.
She wanted it.
It's no easy task fighting through these defenders to get the shots off. Got a wholesale line change coming up.
Fresh troops for the Adrenaline. They've got 6 minutes left to get back into this one. The clock, their worst enemy right now. Here they are in the power play. This time Brady on her offhand, so not a good shooting spot. She will indeed just go over to Cassidy. Really like to see some new offensive re-ring plays. There's a drop pass to Brady. She's coming through the middle. Backdoor pass, so Ryan couldn't get to that. There's a back pass to Brady. Shoots. Save. Nice ring movement there.
I like that play a lot. She got a good scoring chance out of that one.
Cassidy picks up the loose ring behind that. Right out front, she shoots off the pad and wide.
Had the goalie down and beat.
Back in goes Ryan. Centering pass there. Cassidy shoots another save.
Beautiful pass in front by Ryan. Goalie's just not giving anything up down low. I like it. We're getting a lot of good up front passes, kind of changing it up here. It looks like it's working.
This
just
goalie,
a matter of time, I think.
Facing a barrage of shots here. Got to think at some point they break through. Brady picks up the ring. Through a checker. Centering pass. Great spot. Shot. Blocked. Hits a skate. Rebounds there. Another sneaky pass there. Like to see it. Ring whistle goes as someone touched the crease, and the General will get a line change as they have another free ring coming up.
Still got the power play for another minute and 6 seconds. Looks like we're going to have Marley, Hayden, and Emily as forwards. They're talking to each other, looking for something to do here. Maybe there's a play coming.
Hayden will come over to Emily. Oh, here comes a slingshot play you like, Trevor, as Hayden heads up high. Emily coming around the net. There's that pass to her.
Beautiful.
There's a shot and a save. That play comes together.
Perfectly executed. Great chance. Good shot on goal. This goalie's having a game today.
A pass into the zone. Red Deer has it now in the Adrenaline zone. They're down the wing. They turn. Good defending there, but here's a spot. Shot, stand-up save by Eliana. She sees Marley high in the zone. We'll give it to her. Marley slides it up. She draws a penalty as well as Red Deer. Loves to get that stick in there. Bringing now is Emily. Can she find a spot? There's a shot, heavy shot off the goalie's shoulder. Just absolutely ripped one from the slot there. But again, number one for Red Deer, the story.
Yeah, there's no quitting these girls with a minute and 10 left. They're getting some great shooting opportunities. Sometimes you can't beat the goalie when they're on. But I like to see that there's no quit in this team right to the end. Just haven't been rewarded for all their hard work.
Back underway here now as Emily has it slowly behind the net. She tries to surprise them with a shot from the side and nothing there. Goalie's going to hold on to it.
All right, 56 seconds. We're still fighting for a goal differential. It comes down to the playoffs. If there's a three-way tie, two-way tie, goals for and against are a major factor.
The Adrenaline have piled up the shots this quarter, but just haven't found that back of the net as Michael picks it up. She'll leave it for Brady. Brady has to stop, hit the brakes. Now she has to push back to the middle. Cross-ice pass there for Olivia. She shoots, saves. Goalie gets across. Bring out in the corner. Olivia there. She's checked. She's trying to get it back. We're down to 38 seconds left in this one. Olivia's still with it. She's going to shoot. Goalie's square to that one. And ring in there. Michael jumped on it. She's taken down, but Amy's there. Amy's going to try a cross-ice pass, but Olivia's way out in the corner. Right in front of the net there, Amy has it. She touches the crease.
10.6 seconds left. Goalie ring.
Goalie fires it high. Picked up there by McKenna. She'll just put it low. We're down to our last 3 seconds, and the Adrenaline are going to run out of time. One last whistle. Right at the horn. And that's the game. They'll call it. Well, Red Deer get their first win against the Adrenaline this season.
Yeah, that's right, Tyler. And they earned it. You know, can't take anything away from them. They were strong on the offense when they had the opportunities, and they had great defense and good goaltending today. Managed to pull out the victory and secure themselves a medal shot. They're going to go 2-0 in the tournament, which gives them 4 points. With this loss, going to bring Sherwood Park to 1 point, 1 game left opportunity, and we're going to have to rely on other teams to see how we're going to seed out. And points for and against isn't what you want to do, but that's the case today. So it's nice to see that they fought right down to the bitter end to try to get those goals, but they just couldn't muster up anything after that first quarter.
Stick with us here as we'll try to grab a couple of players for post-game interviews.
Who should we get? Interview? They get in the middle.
Do I take my helmet off?
If you want, it's up to you.
No.
Okay, ladies, thanks for joining us. Obviously not the result you were looking for, but what did you see out of that Red Deer team there, Eliana, between the pipes, and what were they trying to do to find their goals against you?
They definitely had hard shots and also just moving. So I was off position. I would slide out and then they would get that shot is one of the main things.
Well, you did an excellent job for your team today. You made some big saves, and yeah, they had some big kids who just seemed to drive their way right in front of you, and that puts you in a tough spot.
Going strong defensive match today for the Adrenaline. They had a lot of work. What do you think was the biggest key there to killing off some of those penalties?
We didn't like what we did.
What kind of Gatorade were they serving in the penalty box?
None.
What do you think you guys need to do or change for the next game in order to come out with a victory?
Do smart passes and not just shoot at the goalie. Actually try and do a good shot. There's a lot of those. I think it's mainly the shots and passes, just being as a team and not trying to get like a bunch of shots, just one person. Really get those passes in and work as a team well.
I think you nailed it there. And what's the plan between games here for the team?
I think we're going bowling and showers definitely.
Showers definitely and some bowling. We'll let you guys rejoin your teammates. Thanks for joining us.
All right, thank you, girls.
Okay, thanks everybody. We'll see you again tonight, 6:45, for your second daily dose of adrenaline. There's Mackenzie.